Alright. So that's the timer. Alright. Well, my opponents I've played many times before. Governor, he's obviously aware of the timer thing, so this makes it a little more realistic because he knows he's on the clock. This is a pan draw Apes deck. That's what it was. An updated version. Trying out some new cards. I got the chain Zenoh, so it's chain Zenoh draw Apes. Ironically, not that many apes in the deck. Obviously, the deck would be a little bit more on the ape side if I did have more apes in the deck. Yeah, I don't want to give away that. So I play that since he has no battle cards yet for me to use it, so I might as well use his energy. I could always draw another one later on. Because of course I need a battle card so I can play that for free, so I can get a draw from Pan free of charge. So right now, obviously, the goal is to I got chain Zenoh, so the idea is to get my opponent down to 4-3 life and then chain Zenoh them. Just so I can have the advantage. Obviously, I want them to have less life, but you know, the sooner I chain Zenoh them, the better. And then I start using a whole bunch of my stuff to draw cards after the fact and gain a lot of advantage. So now I, play it. I was like, yeah, soon I'll be able to chain Zenoh, so there's no need to keep the ape stuff. So right now I'm just trying to go in for damage. I'm like, I really got to get him down to 4 less, so that way I can take advantage. Because next turn I can chain Zenoh. I just gotta hope my opponent taps out, just to reduce the possibility of a counterplay. But then he plays that, and that makes a huge deal. Hate the fact that those cards work in the energy area. So I lose chain attack trunks. Which obviously I need for the chains that don't play. I could have a combo that attack, but I chose to take it. So charge that. Clearly he kept his energy out because he saw that I have the chain attack trunk Spencer drop, so he's trying to avoid chain Zenoh, so he kept the energy up. But the thing is, I lost chain attack trunk, so that's a problem. But at the same time, I wasn't going to so you see I looked at his hand, I read a couple cards. I'm like, alright, I'm trying to prevent anything from attack, trying to prevent attacks. I do see as one copy of the counterplay that he wants to use against chain attack trunks. But as you can see, I could have ripped it out of his hand. All I have to do is just make sure he didn't get another one and then chain attack trunks him on turn 5. But I didn't have trunks. I lost trunks, so that was not a good thing. That's the only way I could play Zenoh would be with trunks. So losing trunks wasn't good. Plus, there's other plays I could do with trunks. So I could do trunks and drop Kaioken Goku and get 2 battle cards in play, and get a board wipe and get a power boost and a draw. So that was something I could have done if I didn't go with the Zenoh play. So he's killing my Unison. He's using the 4 plus color effect. So I'll just check to see what effect he was using. So now see he plays that Vegeta, which is ripping out cards out my hand. I do draw to replace the card that's getting ripped out, but the problem is that I want the cards that I have in my hand. So it's like I'm getting, so my strategy is getting taken apart little by little. I lose of it right there. I just lost a Trunks, Chain Attack Trunks. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be using that strategy anytime soon, since it's literally being attacked card by card. So it's like, all right, well, time to charge these Zenohs. They're useless. They have no combo power plus. You know, can't play them without Chain Attack Trunks. And I don't need 2 copies in my hands. So I might as well charge his energy to make sure I have plenty of energy to, you know, try and make multiple plays later on. Or at least to try to hard cast a Zenoh, which would have been funny, right? What's ironic is that I need 3 blue energy. That means I have to charge 3 Zenohs back to back for the next 3 turns, and then play the 4th one. The likelihood of that happening is not likely, obviously. So we're trying to focus. So for a second, I forgot as you can see, he's ripping out cards. It's like I was very close to playing Videl, which would have dropped that down to costing only 2. But now it costs 4, which I can afford, but it's like a little confused. It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to draw a card for his Vegeta play. Since he has 2 battle cards, I have to pay 4 to drop this, but he attacked with a battle card first instead of like a Unison or something. So the crit's going through, which hits one of my blocker negates. So puts me rest mode. It's like 20k. I awaken my leader. Tap energy, so now I'm at 15. I got no combo power, so I take the hit. But at least now I'll combo something that's 15k with the 5k in my hand. So he says 15, I combo it out. I was like, oh, yeah. I combo out. Your battle cards can't attack, so right now all of this left to end turn. So I survived that turn. As you can see, we got 17 minutes on the clock. So I charge. You see all 3. I got 3 Zenohs. Alright, so the irony of that. So I'm already at 6 energy. Right, just 1 more blue energy, I can Zenoh. But the likelihood of that happening is not likely. Then I realized that when I drop Pan on my opponent's turn, I actually get to draw for that. Or at least I get to choose to draw for that. But my opponent let me get the draw. But technically I should have lost out on that. So then I'm doing this play, triggering it, drawing 2, then drop the Ape, which lets me draw, and the rest one of his battle cards. And I get an extra 5k boost for the leader's effect, and I get to draw because the power is 20 plus. So I play that for 2. Now see, I should have remembered what was in his hand. I know he has the SCR extra card, but I didn't read its full effect. Or I didn't read his effect at all, so this is going to be a problem right here because he plays it. What I should have done first and foremost was swing with the. See, he does that. Now he wipes out all 3 of my battle cards, which is why I should have attacked with my 4,000, my pan first, and bait out any negates and whatnot, or at least this SCR, and then play the 8 play, then played, so I messed myself up there. So that's a misplay. Even though I saw his hand, I didn't read his effect. So I go there. He says he's 30k power. It's like, okay. I thought he was just indicating that he was 15, but it's like, nope, he's 30. He's 15 plus 30, something like that. Technically, he probably should be stronger than that. But anyway, oh no, that's what it is. On his Waken side, he's normally 15, and then he gave it an extra 15. I think that's what it was. So I'm thinking, yeah, the Waken side effect. So I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do. And of course, looking at the time, it's like 8 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think 8 minutes will be fast enough to get me into a position where time runs out and then bang. Because he's at 2 life and I'm at 3. Because he took 1 damage for my 2 drop. I was trying to get some draw power, but of course he was clever enough to try to prevent me from doing that. So now he's dealing me a damage, which goes to my hand. I dropped 2 cards. So I dropped the units in Zenoh since they're useless. But I have no way of. I only have 5k come on my hand. Not enough to stop that. No energy to negate the attack, so he got me on there. 50 quadruple strike. And only 6 minutes remaining. So, GG. Even if we tried to stall until time ran out, we both had 2 life, it would have been a tie anyway. So that would have been the thing. But we would have went in time, right? We would have got 5 extra minutes, so 5 minutes longer. Obviously, we'll finish out. So he got game. But it was funny. It sucks that I wasn't able to pull off some of my combos because he's ripping cards out of my hands like 3 times. He ripped 3 cards out of my hand, which totally ruined my strategy. What else? That's about it. Other than that, the deck did pretty well considering, despite the hand control. But it did very well. At least he was at 2. Let's see. Yeah, change Zenoh definitely would have made a huge difference because his hand size was on fleek. And then of course memorizing the SCR effect. Now I know what it does. It's like, okay, that's what it does. Essentially, it's a board wipe. So it's a counterattack board wipe. Gotta be careful to not fall into that again, ever again. And that's the end of the video.